Okay, what's up, nerds? Another SqueeVine league. Um, this is a deck quickly. 3 vigors, 3 traps. Make space for 2 fury in the main and a library post. I like library because you can sometimes have really powerful games just with it, multiple squeeze and a bazaar. We've got the 4 Noxious to bring our bazaars back, but the leagues are littered with just bug and shops at the moment, so another action land seems like it would be a good place to be, because our bazaars are under a lot of pressure. Going post board, 2 petrified fields, 1 Caracas. No cradle for me today, which is a shame. I do really like my cradle. The final vigor post board, 2 pyrokinesis for hull breachers and bowmasters, 7 graveyard hate cards, the final trap, and a singleton snapback, which is a bit aggressive in my opinion. I usually prefer being on 2, but when we're screwing around with things like library, a second petrified field, yeah, it can be good. So we'll find an opponent and then we'll play some games and hopefully we'll get a good set as well. Okay, nerds. Round 1, AFX. We're not going to look up players. We're going to try not to look up players. This is an easy powder. We're only losing 2 lizards. Strip mine can be a shame, but you know. 1 squee. So pretty easy powder, and we're putting the library in the best zone for us. Again, no bazaar, so we'll go down to 6. We'll powder this, and this is an interesting powder. We've lost 1 squee. It's probably just gonna be putting a Vengevine back on the bottom, I think. Maybe a Fury. No, I'm gonna powder it, and I'm gonna bottom the Master of Death. So down to 5, and we found our bazaar. Okay, so keep this. We'll send Squee to the bottom, Lizard to the bottom. That way we can hold vigor and have a squee. Not vigor, sorry, negation, and have a squee. Depending on what they come with turn 1. So Mox Pearl. Oh, Tapland. Wow. So that's got to mean Archon, right? There's not really many other things that can mean. Second Bazaar's pretty damn awesome. No Chancellor revealed. So let's go off to the races. Oh, we found a Vengevine. Good God, we're lucky. Only 2 of them left, remember. So, and we get to use our squee. Obviously this gets binked on a bit by Cavern of Souls, this hand. But this is a lot of pressure and a lot of power for the mono white deck to deal with quite early. If we do get to utilise our blue cards, that's great. If not, never mind. Solitude, pitching Susan Dungeoneer. I think I am going to counter that actually. Yeah. I don't usually like protecting threats, but I think we're so far ahead that they can't play an initiative threat. It can play an Archon, but we can just go around it. Yeah. Yeah, well, they had a really anemic turn 1. We're looking like we're in a good spot. What I'd really like to see is just like land Anointed Peacekeeper, and then I win over 2 turns of just attacking. Typically the Peacekeeper lists don't have the ley lines, I think is the way it usually works post board. But they may also be considering whether they want to show me more cards. No, they don't. Cool. Game 2. It is a matchup I typically like. It's close. It's one of the close and interesting ones, but I do think it's good. So I'm going to bring in these 6 here. I'm going to drop the negations. I'm going to drop the chalice on the draw, and I'm going to drop the misstep. So our force of wills are pretty loose. we're going down to what's that? 8, 12 cards. But one of the things to remember is with the squeeze, so if like we're on 12 and 12 and 12 or something like that, sort by colour quickly, just to discuss it. 12, 15 and 8, well 12, 12 and 15, right? So with the pitch cards, in the 12 slots, it's more than 12, it's like, I don't know, 14, 15, because you can set up the turns when you're going to be pitching. So we can discard an early master, play a wasteland the Rakon, a wasteland a cavern, pick up the master again, and we'll have force available. So yes, we're going low on blue, but we can manufacture when we've got blue. So Caracas and Petrified Field come in because they're a wasteland deck. Caracas pays for Thalia attacks and bounces Thalia. Petrified Field is a bizarre protection. Lay Line of the Void. Okay. That is upsetting, but this looks like a turn where they're going to be spending a lot of mana on a lot of stuff, or a lot of time on a lot of stuff. So Solitude gets exiled, Archon comes in on Human, and they'll play a Thalia. Cool. So how do we want to play this? Because we can just lead out on Strip Mine. Top deck Vigor would be ridiculously good. No, okay. So what does Bazaar of Baghdad Pass sound like? I'm going to play Strip Mine. No, because Strip Mine loses to Ancient Tomb. So let's play Bazaar. I'm going to pass the turn, because then we can just have more of an idea when we activate our Bazaar of Baghdad. Wasteland is punishing. Plains. 3 mana. White Plume Adventurer. Okay. It's going to be challenging. They get another Plains and they've got 1 mystery card in hand. So they're going to have a lot of options. One of those ones where, yeah, maybe that Wasteland would have been good. End step we will activate. Red card, trap, Squee. And we're going to activate again. Mindbreak Trap can go, Strip Mine can go at this point. No. Yes, Strip Mine can go, Mindbreak Trap can go, Lizard into play. And then I can access my cards with Caracas. Do I want to Strip Mine so that I can Strip Mine a Tabernacle of Pendrel Vale? No, I'm going to put Lizard into play. Continuing to hold Squee, because we'd like to draw a Pyrokinesis. This pays for a Tabernacle. It pays for a Thalia attacks by bouncing Thalia. We can also bounce the White Plume with the Forge if we want to. Tabernacle at Pendrel Vale. Okay. No attacks. May as well. Bizarre. Squee. Lizard. We're going to bring the Wastelands. And this will hold off another attack. So we could consider snap back on the dude as well. Okay, they're going to go, so yeah, we'll probably be snapping back the white plume in response to the Thalia. I like that less now. And these games are difficult to navigate when they've got a ley line going. Because obviously we're now at a point where we're just behind. We're just really far behind. Let's attack and see if they want to block. Strip mine's not in my deck. Probably a bad activation there. Yeah, not feeling confident about this as they move on to making a 4-1 or drawing a card. But we've got a game on the draw to come, so a game on the play to come up, so we will bring in the fourth figure later on. I'm making the 4-1, okay. Ancient 2. Alright then, let's go to the next game. So, on the play we'll have Chalice, and we'll have Vigor, and we'll have a trap. But what do we really want to be dropping? Library can go. I've got 3 traps. Drop a lizard. Okay, game 2. Or game 3. Yes, I would like to play first. Right, we've got Bazaar. We've got double Vengevine. We've got protection for Bazaar. Okay, keep. We don't have Force or Vigor. Anything like that. Let's lay down onto the battlefield. Okay, I'm mulligan 6. No Chancellor though, so that's good news for us. We're going to activate because we need to find Vigor. Red card. Caracas and Petrified Field can go. Maybe I should have discarded the Vengevine. Petrified Field doesn't do anything, right, because of the Leyline of the Void. That's why it's a fine discard. Cool. And they do play this slow controlling lands game post board, which can be an issue for us. We'll start playing lands to play around Trinus here. Mox Pearl. Plains. Thalia. Okay. There's a small amount of consideration there that you can hold the wasteland and start drawing up, but I think just playing cards out to get around taxes and stuff like this is going to be decent. But yeah, I like this matchup. I like this matchup a lot less when they've got Leyline in the deck every game. So yeah, Leyline Wasteland Thalia is tough, but never mind. Probably going down to money white round 1 here. But we've still got draws here, like a Fury's a great draw in this spot. Pyrokinesis as well, so we've got 4 clean outs to the board. Star of Baghdad, obviously, probably the best draw in the deck. That might not be 2, it might just be one of the 2 red cards is better. Force of Wills, yeah, on time. And these are these games where you've got to slowly die to the torture, unfortunately, because you do have outs. Their deck has done the thing and now it's just going to attack us. And yeah, the Bazaar into Fury and Vigor sort of thing. And the game flips on its head. Do I feel like chump blocking? I think I will. I'm not against it. Just maintain a little bit of life for a while. They're not going to make anything bigger than a 5/5. Okay, and then untap something. Master of Death. Okay, that's probably the nail in the coffin, but we will take one more draw step. Yeah, pretty surgical dismantling of us here. Just kill your graveyard, kill your land, make it so you can't cast spells. Yeah, this is worth countering, even though we're pretty dead. Alright, powder, we're dead. Cool. We'll go to round 2 now. See you there. Sweet. Round 2 is up. We're against Bagahoff. No idea. So we'll powder this hand away. We'll mulligan this hand. Here we go. So exile half our deck and then play the game. All these Force of Negation. This art is horrendous. I mean, it's a good piece of art, but just like these full border things I really can't cope with. I just want all my cards to look like the most stock and boring version available. So powder will just put one of these lizards back, I think. Maybe it should be a blue card. Let's see if the opponent ever joins. opponent is here, and then powder. I'll keep a blue card in my deck. Bizarre, hollow one, probably playable. Then this card, and this card can all go. Just cast this. Cast a hollow one. Cast a hollow one. Cool. Over to the opponent. Nine power on turn one is a pretty good place to be traditionally. We've got a tiny bit of interaction and we've got a wasteland, so underground sea, preordain. So it's going to be Doomsday, so we can just, it's more than likely going to be Doomsday. It's not a lock to be Doomsday, but yeah, sea preordain is about as Doomsday as it can get, really. So, okay, it's no longer Doomsday. This can get trapped. And then do we want to wasteland them? I imagine so. They go down to less life than they've currently got. Police of Delta. I'm not going to hold Noxious Revival because it can disrupt top tutors and Doomsday stacks and this sort of thing. It can disrupt a Citadel turn, and they've conceded the game anyway, so that's good. Moxpell's a bit different. It could just be that list that Justin's been playing. So I like Trap against Underground Sea decks. I like Snapback just in case. I'm going to swap the Pyrokinesis out in for the Furies. We'll grab ourselves a Vigor. So 2 Noxious can go. And then as much as I want to test Library, I just always feel like Library's the cut. So for Green Lizard, what does that do? Yeah, 13, 10, a billion, 14, 18, cool. That's fine. So this looks good. This looks good. Pyrokinesis is to play around Bowmasters and Hullbreacher. Vigor comes in for Leyline, and the Moxpell makes me think that it could be a Saga deck. Library because it's awesome. Yeah. Easy game sideboarding. This powder's funny, isn't it? Because it leaves us with one pyrokinesis, and it also makes that pyrokinesis very hard to cast. But we're still gonna crack on, and we're still gonna put these cards into the exile zone. I don't need to kill their threats, and I don't need to win the game, so that's powder. Alright, Bazaar, Trap, Chalice, Threats. We're in their upkeep and they have no permanents, so that's good for our graveyard. Ponder, okay. So, oh man, what an absolute luxury this is going to be to play a post-board game with access to the graveyard. That doesn't happen often. A Vigor as well. Get paid. And discard a Lizard, a Squee, and a Squee. I know this takes me off the ability to cast the Vigor, but the Chalice should be fine. If the Chalice gets through, then the Vigor's not so good. The Chalice got through. Let's play a Hollow one, because if I don't play Hollow one, they won't play Tabernacle. Daze, sure man. No, it didn't daze the Chalice. That's cool. But also the daze means they've not got Tabernacle or access to it right now. So both these cards are worse now that the Chalice got through, the Vigor and the Trap. But we've got 2 Squees, an active Bazaar. Outs to a second one. We're going to hold this Vigor as long as we can because we still want to beat a Needle. That's interesting. That is interesting, isn't it? So I can now spin for another creature. I can just play a Wasteland and pass. I think I spin for another creature. There we go. So 1, 2. Is it time for Vigor to go? No. Get rid of Wasteland. The reason we're getting rid of Wasteland over Vigor is a turn like Tabernacle, Needle. The Vigor gives me the option to draw to outs, right? So Tabernacle, Needle with Force behind or something. I don't think that's what they've got because that's not how they've played, but Vintage is a place where this sort of stuff can happen. So maintaining the Vigor. There we go, cool. Yeah, holding the Vigor in our hand means that we're only 1 out away from being a Needle. We might lose to a combo here though. Time Walk. Okay, Time Walk's probably fine. And then, yeah, we'll just... That's the island that we knew about. Merchant Scroll. Merchant Scroll is fine. Reveals Ancestral. And then they pass to me. Let's see if they let my Squee triggers resolve. We're going to stack the blue one on top, just in case they let them come through. I don't want them to... No, they're not going to let me. I don't want to fight this. The reason I'm not fighting it is because then I'm going to be able to play my Strip Mine. I'm just going to play around them finding Tabernacle. I'm going to be able to try and find more blue as well if I want to. Because yeah, I've got 2 good discards here. Let's just discard Squee, Master, and Vigor. No, I won't discard Master just yet. Vigor, hollow one. 7 plus 7, yeah. Because they're getting another turn, we know that much. So, Squee Vigor, hollow one. And then we'll activate again. There we go. Vengevine. Oh, Wasteland, Wasteland. Fuck. That's really difficult. Because I can have triple interaction and lose to Tabernacle. Oh, it's not even losing to Tabernacle. I've got. Yeah, no, I'm gonna hold up triple interaction, and Tabernacle's very powerful. But if they tab me, I'm gonna have multiple Vengevines in my graveyard, and that's. Oh, but I did exile a lot of things. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of a potential 12. Oh my god. That might have been an awful play. This Tabernacle is going to be backbreaking because I can't put threats into play. But I just felt like all the interaction in the world was going to be insane. Dark Ritual's fine. Demonic Tutor's fine. Okay. So that can get them a Doomsday. But we set ourselves up right. So this is the best we could do in setting ourselves up to fight this combo turn. Our Demonic Tutor was not fine. We should have fought Demonic Tutor because of Tutor for Tabernacle. Duh. Doomsday. Trap your Doomsday. Yeah. Okay. This game's going to be fun. My hand is stacked. Let's just do a quick count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 9. 9 cards to trigger Vengevines with have gone of a potential 12. Is that right? It's 4 in exile. That's 5 in the graveyard. Okay, this is really, really exciting. We're immediately offered one. I mean, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to discard Master of Death Squee. Squee, maintaining double force. And see what they've got to make this game last longer. Yeah, I should really have fought that Demonic Tutor, but look at how much fun we're going to have playing with our Squees. Sensei's top is fine. You can have it. I think my engine is better than theirs. Okay. They can't Bowmaster me. Well, they can Ritual Bowmaster. Nice draw. So Powder, Squee. How many cards are that? 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Yeah, let's go again. Why not? Vengevine to the yard. Bazaar to the yard. Master of Death to the yard. This is great. Sensei's top again. Yeah, and that's one of the things you learn fairly quickly with this deck, but I just ignored it because I just focused on them trying to combo me. But yeah, fighting tutors post board, especially Vamp and DT, the ones that can get the lands, very important so you don't get wrathed. And that was really silly because I'm not ever losing that battle. But I think the 2 mana floating made me think, oh, they're just going to get Doomsday and it's going to be fine. So a lot of Sensei's Divining Top activations going on at the moment. Can I get a Coke with my rum? Okay. And we're just looking for one single creature, right? Yeah, and then the game ends. Okay. Yeah, max blue cards. Multiple bazaars, a Squee going, just draw me more negations. Right. Okay, cool. So that's game. So 1, 2, 3. So yeah, we noxious the lizard. Lizard comes on top. We cast the hollow one. We trigger 4 Vengevines. Bang. What a fun game. So yeah, probably a misstep by me in the middle of the game there where they DT for Tabernacle or they DT for the Doomsday and have the Tabernacle rolled up. But it meant we got to play a game where we have just infinite permission, we're just drawing down to a few threats left in our deck, and I really enjoy those games with multiple squeeze, so I'll see you for round 3. Okay, round 3 we're against AFX again, who we played in round 1 on mono white and we lost. They're on the play, which isn't ideal, but I've got Force, Bazaar, and a large number of creatures. We're going to put a red lizard on the bottom. That's not correct, we should put a green lizard on the bottom. Pre-board they're not going to have an enchantment or artifact that we're particularly worried about killing. Oh, this is negation rather than a force of will. Okay, so I will be fighting white artifact mana. But they're just going to go human Thalia, I guess, if that's the line. Thalia, okay. Noxious Revival is good. We get to make some threats. So obviously can't cast my spells until I play the Wasteland next turn, but still a fine spot to be in. Mock Spell, yeah. Into Plains, into White Plume, I guess. Yep. Okay. Did I main deck the Furies or main deck the Pyros? Main deck the Pyros, okay. Okay, I'm going to come off my Force. I'm going to attack with Hollow One. And I'm going to consider strip mining them. No, I get the initiative, so I won't be strip mining them. I will be playing my strip mine. I will be casting my hollow one. What if I strip mine them and they miss on Seasoned Dungeoneer though? That sounds pretty good. Because Seasoned Dungeoneer is how they get the initiative back easily, right? But then they could just white plume me and get it back. I'll try and keep them off 4. I get punished heavily by Wasteland from them. Sure, I'm going to Peacekeepers. Not great for me, but it's fine. Okay, this is tough. I think I'm going to forge onto a Root Waller. Or do I want a Lost Well to a Force of Will? I can't cast Force of Will. So let's forge onto a Root Waller. And then Slay. So I'm pretty interested in wastelanding this Ancient Tomb this turn. We're trying to keep them lower on mana. Because Siege and Dungeoneer really changes this board. Nice. Nice. So we'll swap that over. So I get my Bazaar of Baghdad back. Do I want to activate it? Probably right. So I can top a hollow one. So let's think about that. Top a hollow one. Paying the one off my wasteland. Activate. Draw 2. Putting another hollow one into play. I think that's good actually. Oh, but is it good? Is it better than just wastelanding them? Is it better than just wastelanding them? I'm going to activate as is. Okay, so I can discard Root Waller, Master of Death, and Noxious. Ooh. I've already played my land, haven't I? Is there a way I can hold Root Waller? Fire Truck plays Wasteland. Fire Truck's an idiot. No, we'll just put blockers into play and Wasteland them, I think. So we have, I checked earlier, but yeah, so we've got main deck Furies. So Thalia doesn't tax our removal main deck, and they've conceded the game. Oh, that was a cool one. That was a cool one. Yeah, really enjoyed that. So, but this is where it gets harder, because now they get access to their ley lines, and they proved to us earlier that they are willing to mulligan pretty aggressively to them. We're going to bring in these cards. I like Snapback as well. Libraries out of here. Noxious are good. I think these Petrified Fields are actually shite. Maybe I can keep 1. 3 cuts. Misstep is bad. Chalice on the draw is probably loose. And then... so by colour. So no, I trimmed all of the things earlier. Yeah, so I trimmed all the blue cards earlier. This time we're going to take, we're playing 1 less Petrified Field and 1 less Library. I don't need this many Noxious. Let's keep a Petrified Field. Let's drop another Noxious and bring in the Library, and this gives us like quite a few lands to play through Trinisphere with. If that's where we end up. Force of Negation. I dropped all of them earlier, but we're going to keep 1 to have. Maybe it should be the Force Trap. This is clearly a powder. Shame about the Vigor. So yeah, no, nice interesting game 1 there. Powder that away. 2 Vigors are in the bin. 1 Vigor's in my hand. 3 Bazaars are in my hand. I've got Force of Will up. Chance of the Annex enters the revealed zone. Okay. No Leyline. Chrome Mox, okay. That's just a Thalia, okay. Phew! Okay, Powder can go. 1 Bazaar can go. I'm just going to drop the blue cards, I think. Yeah. We drop blue cards and you get rid of their Chancellor trigger. They still can't cast anything, right, because they've got the Thalia in play now. And they've got no more plays, okay. think that was a good draw. So, how do I want to play it though? Do I want to activate to find green card first? I think so. Yeah, find a green card. No green card, okay. But Master of Death, Wasteland, one of our bazaars. No, I can just pitch the Squee, right? I think I actually, just thinking about it now, I think I prefer keeping the Wasteland and putting a bazaar there. Because then I can play Wasteland, and then imagine if they anointed Peacekeeper this turn, we'd have 2 Wastelands to pay for the Fury. So, yeah, I think that was a mistake there. And I'd have double bazaar, double waste anyway. Let's... Right. Literally green card ends this game. Mindbreak Trap, okay. Ooh. Master of Death. Let's go and find a SqueeVine then. That's a Root Waller. Okay, Library can go. Bazaar can go. Ah, bollocksing fuck. Squee can go. Let's cast a Hollow One. And upkeep, we're going to... Yeah, just destroying all of them. Solitude pitching chance of the Annex is fine. I found a land. How many Squees do I have? I've got 2 Squees and a Bazaar of Baghdad. Fury as well. And I think I'm pretty interested in some aggressive wastelands here. Now I'm less into it. Now that I can interact. Okay, this game's fantastic. Okay. 1 Vengevine. Okay, so I've still got triple Vengevine in my deck. That's a Root Waller. So let's go find the Vengevines. There he is. There's our boy. That appears to be the match. Yeah. Yeah. And here I'm not even going to be doing the Fury thing. I don't think I'm just holding this. So, nice. Revenge. Okay, round 4 against Solmatorol. We've got Squee, we've got a Fury, we've got a Bizarre Baghdad. And they are casting a Soul Ring. And Time Vault. Okay. Right, so next turn, once they're untapped, we've got to start thinking about how we get Hull Breacher. Especially seeing as we can't counter a Hull Breach on the stack. We've got the Wasteland here, that's going to be nice against the Urza's Saga follow-up here. Lorien revealed, okay. So yeah, this first copy of Wasteland has to get attached to an Urza's Saga. You just can't go around binking their underground seas like this. And they're just going to main phase the Hull Breacher. Which is certainly something you can do. Let's see if we can't top deck a Force of Will. The first time in the game when we would have been in the league so far, when we would have been able to activate this library. And our opponent has a Hull Breacher. I mean, yeah, they're just a lock to have the Force, aren't they? But there's not really much we can do about that. This is a negation. Yeah, Force of Will. Pitching Ponder. And we'll play at Wasteland. Okay. Right then, and of note, if they attack us, we will be giving them some treasures, and we will enjoy it. Go get your treasures. See you later, library. You were so close, my friend. So close. Okay. So that's one of them dealt with. Oh no. Another Hull Breacher. Sure. That's still one of them dealt with. Just 2 to go after this one. It's a no from me, dog, but thank you. Okay. So we could Vigor their stuff, but we really need to come up with a way of dealing with their threat, right? So we will hold this until we draw a second creature, or they try and put a Manifold Key onto the sack. Aye. 4-hole Reacher decks are really rough. Right. No plays by them still, so they're probably drawing somewhat towards a Okay, so at this point we can strip one of their things. We've got a blue source. We've got a blue mana floated. I'll pass out of my main phase. Fine. Time Walk works. The Roman Field is fine. You get another Underground Sea. So we're going to 5, so we're going to need to draw something relevant. In the next 2 draw steps that we get, we're going to need to draw something good. That can be a Root Wallow, that can be a Fury. But we are just down to Trap as our only interaction. I guess this game was, yeah, the sort of game where we want those Pyrokinesis main deck, wasn't it? So I pyro them on their turn and my Force of Negation is alive. Whereas the way it panned out, I sorcery speeded my removal spell. Time Twister. Sure. Cool. Next game. Never mind. Yeah, these Hull Breacher decks are hard. We get better post board though because we have the Pyros. So we get Pyrokinesis. We get the extra Vigor. We get the Snapback. We get the Trap. We will trim one of the Furies. Trim 2 of the Noxious. It's so distressing how close to being playable Library was in that game. Snapback is for Sphinx. Vigor's for Leyline. Pyro's for Breaches. Unlikely to be attacking my Bazaars, so I guess 2 revivals can go. 2 more revivals. I like Revival actually because it's like an extra copy of Wasteland. I don't know if going down... I don't know if going down on Fury is really a good idea. Because there are 4 Hull Breaches in their deck. I think I can get away with 3 traps. They're pretty switched on player. We'll drop a Green Lizard to make sure that we've got Wastelands for Sagas. Right, we've got Bazaar and Library. We've got Vigor and Thingy. We've got Thingy and Thingy. Cool. So Vigor and Root Waller, Force and Force, both our lands. Right then, team, is it too cute to lead on Library of Alexandria? It is, seeing as I'm casting Force of Vigor. Play a Bazaar of Baghdad. Get out of Force Negation range. I'm going to be greedy. I want my second artifact. Okay. There we go. Okay, so let's get rid of these two. That just gets through. I didn't activate Intercept because I liked my hand. I activated main phase because I can draw a hollow one right and present a threat. We want to start. We need to progress ourselves towards squeeze or threats. No, but a cute idea, nonetheless. And this wasteland will be going at that, I think. No, I'm still going to hold wasteland for the... Nah, I lied. I lied. If they play an Urza's Saga, I can flip through and try and find a green card. They're going to probe me, okay? Ancient Tomb. Sure. Do I want to spin for a Squee? I don't think so. They've got... There's no reason to. No, I will spin for a Squee or a hollow one. So Force of Vigor, Bazaar of Baghdad, Chalice of the Void. Island Cycling and Luring revealed. They get an Underground Sea. And they pass. Right, do I want to strip mine Underground Sea? We've only seen one Urza's Saga so far. I think I'm going to wait. Let's not strip them. Let's hold up something. Because they've just passed the turn so they can take two. So they're going to try and overload our hand at some point. Okay. We've still not found any squeeze, which is quite annoying. Okay, and now they're going to get to double turn us. Yeah, so they're going to take 2 turns, and our hope is that we top deck a creature soon. Okay. So the unfortunate thing about this is it does put them back into blue mana. But we're still doing it. I'm going to double block just because of the clock. Oh, dismember. Oh, root waller. Okay, fine. A shield red. Okay, that I can't beat. Fury? No. Okay, cool. Right, we'll get out of here. Yeah, sure. 4 Hull Breaches plus more. They're getting pretty difficult for us, these blue decks. So, good games, but we'll try our luck in round 5. Okay, round 5, we're up against Yoshiwata. I think they play mono white usually, which, as I said, I like. I don't think we're as far behind as it's thought. This hand on the play is pretty darn decent. Chalice is going to slow them down if they are on mono white. There's an argument here that we can. I was going to say there's an argument here that we can lead on Wasteland. I mean, we still can actually, can't we? Because of the Chalice. I don't need to pitch cards. So yeah, let's play Wasteland. Let's cast Chalice on 0. Let's pay the 1 to the Chancellor. And now it's over to them. Now my Force of Vigors, now that that's got through, my Force of Vigors are really good for discarding because they don't play too many artifacts. Well, they don't play too many 0 mana artifacts. Non-zero mana artifacts, like just Soul Ring, I think. So that was an Ancient Tomb. So we will Wasteland them to start. And we'll play our Bazaar. We'll activate it. We'll pitch a Powder, a Vigor, and a Vigor probably. Yeah, I think so. Powder, Vigor, Vigor. Hold the Noxious because of their Wastelands. Hold the Root Waller because we've got big grand visions of bringing back a Vengevine at some point in the future. Noxious can also be a Vigor if we want it to be at some point. But for that, we need to find another Bazaar of Baghdad first, sort of thing. So. Let's see what they've got made up for us on turn 2. So if we get Wastelanded this turn, and I Noxious back, am I activating on my next upkeep? On my next turn, I mean. I imagine so. Strip Mine, okay. They Strip Mine me. I'm going to pick up Bazaar of Baghdad. Do I want to activate this Bazaar of Baghdad? What advantage is there to playing and activating Bazaar? I can't really see one at the moment, so I think I'm just going to hold it. Actually, I think holding it's really bad. I think I've definitely got to put it in play. Have I definitely got to put it in play? I think I've definitely got to put it in play. And I'll spin it if they do Wasteland me again. Because I need to be able to draw to Force of Will at some point, and it's fine to just, you know, activate it, discard Basking Root Waller and 2, and try and draw to Force of Will and Fury. Force of Will is going to be probably low impact this game, Force of Will, because where we're making them play fair and honest Magic through Chalice of the Void, they're going to play 3 lands before they start playing their 3 drops, which means the Cavern is going to be really effective. So yeah, maybe a misstep there not playing it pre-combat, but this way, you know, we've got Flashed Lizards, and we can also just think more about. We'll have a bit more information about what I want to keep. No lands, no plays, so they're just mono Mox and control over there. Let's activate, and let's just get massively punished. No, it's not too bad actually, because I'm just going to discard these, and then we're going to put the beats into play next turn. So yeah, if I'd done it on my turn, I would have had a nice attack for 4. All I want to draw here is Vengevines. So Chrome Mox goes to the bin. Serum Powder. 1, 2, 3. And this is cool because this is developed a Squee, developed a massive clock. And they're just getting completely browned by the Chalice over there. just how many Solitudes and pitch cards are they holding? That's the big question. And then the rest of the game will be how many Wastelands can I draw? I've been through 2 so far. Solitude comes in, pitching chance of the Annex. Binks my Vengevine. You're go. Plains. Plains, but they don't play 1-drops. My god, that seems unfair. No Vengevines, but never mind. No main deck Tabernacles. So we can safely just appreciate the fact that we got very lucky there. Alright, Power of Chalice of the Void on full display. 2 Pyrokinesis. Vigor for Leyline. Petrified Field for Wasteland. Caracas for Thalia. Snapback for Seasoned Dungeoneer. Alright. I'm going to go to 4 Negations Leaving. We're going to pitch to the library. And now we need 2 more. And this is the 2 that I find kind of agonising. Missteps, not difficult actually. And then like a Green Lizard, I guess. See, I've been on like 3 different builds against mono white so far this league. But who cares? Sideboarding is just vibes. Actually, Chalice on the Void on the draw was my usual cut, wasn't it? Chalice on the Void on the draw. Mindbreak Trap in. Never mind. This hand is powerful, but not what we're looking for. Powder is my favourite. I'll maintain Squeeze. Mulligan again, down to 5. Found a Bazaar, found a Trap, found a Pyro, find the Chalice. 2 cards on the bottom. Wasteland, Wasteland. I like it. I like the joke. Chancellor enters the battlefield. Cool. Chrome Mox. So, depending on what they have, depends on how aggressive we get. Anointed Peacekeeper. So, we can let this resolve. Because it's an anointed Peacekeeper. And they can't name Bazaar of Baghdad. Chalice on the draw, what was that? I've been a Trap. So that's annoying because I could have gone Trap Trap. But then I would have had one of the other cards in my hand. I would have had a Wasteland. So if I let this resolve, they're locked into naming Pyrokinesis. I could have trapped that actually. I think I probably should have trapped it anyway to get rid of the Chancellor trigger. Yeah, that was probably a mistake there. Bazaar of Baghdad's name, sure. Yeah, because now the Chancellor trigger is going to be my Chalice. The Chancellor trigger is going to be my Chalice. Is it? Really? Chalice on the play versus Chalice on the draw, 2 very different things. So whilst they know about this pyrokinesis, right, it's very hard for them to put Thalia into play. Anointed Peacekeeper. Okay, so now I'm in trouble. Right, double Peacekeeper probably means no leyline though. But now I'm in trouble. I could have just held there actually, that might have been better. Who knows? Name Bazaar Baghdad. I'll hold Bazaar Baghdad. Right, you'll go. Now we'll get attacked with a bunch. So whilst it looks like they've got no lands, they've just got Tabernacles. Mono Tabernacles and mono Peacekeepers in hand. Archon of Emeria kills us. Cool. Next game. Some probably bad sideboarding and bad sequencing there. But I won the play, so I want the chalice again. I'm going to resubmit. I think that chalice should have been a trap. I could drop a Vigor for Basking Root Waller, but I think that's pretty aggro to do. See you later, lizards. Right, Hollow One, Vigor, Vengevine, Vigor, Force, Keep. How many Chancellors do you have in your hand? None. Cool. No Chancellors. No ley lines, so Force of Vigors are good to discard. So Force of Vigor, Vengevine, Master of Death. And I will cast the Hollow One because it is a big threat. Maintaining Force of Will. Chrome Mox is fine. What was that? A Containment Priest. A Mox Emerald. Mox Sapphire. Anointed Peacekeeper. Wasteland. Cool. So this is where I get punished from the discarding the other Vigor or the Vengevine. But I want Wasteland, right? Because I want to play. I want to be able to beat a Tabernacle at Pendrell Vale. White Plume Adventurer, okay. So I'll claim the initiative now. I still don't have a mountain in my deck. I'm not vigoring them at all. I'm picking up my Bazaar. They're going to make that guy very big. Yep. Caracas. Seasoned Dungeoneer. Okay. Okay, just slipping away now. We've got this Wasteland that we're not activating, and we could have had a Force of Vigor early, which has taken them off mana, so possibly something to look at there. How do I not lose this game right now? I can attack, try and take the initiative. No, it's just going to lose. I've got to kill the Seasoned Dungeoneer because I'm taking 5 on my turn. On their turn, I mean. I can't cast Squee. I can cast Pyrokinesis. So it's a rough one, because we're on jump blocks. We're cold to Solitude. Oh wait, they've already done the 5. Three cards in hand seems unbeatable though. Cool. Fine. 2-3. Depressing.